Byzantine rulers who blinded their rivals, part 4. And we're talking about Andronikos the First of Komnenos from 1183 to 1185. He was one of the most brutal and one of the most dramatic stories in Byzantine history. He was your textbook narcissist. He was clever, he was handsome, and he was a born manipulator. He had some really spicy ideas for the time and spent many years as a political fugitive. I feel like he has such a textbook story. So he spends a lot of his time in political exile, where he manages to be friends with a lot of the crusaders and win allies. He then returns to Constantinople to exploit a lot of anger against the regency of Alexius II, who was a boy emperor. And then he presents himself as a reformer, promising to curb all of this aristocratic corruption that this city was dealing with. But once he was crowned, he became super duper paranoid and started with mass arrests and executions of nobles, and would routinely blind anyone that he felt were being disloyal. He also introduced a lot of economic controls and really just brutal punishments that were meant to clean up the empire, but actually just alienated a lot of the people that might have been on his side otherwise. He met a grisly end on the 12th of September 1185, where he was captured and dragged into a hippodrome, where he was punched, kicked and clubbed by a mob. He also had his teeth smashed out, his hair and his beard torn, and one of his eyes were gouged. He was then exposed to public humiliation, where he was paraded on a camel through a crowd. He was then the final last hurrah, I guess. He was hung by his feet between two pillars and was beaten with clubs and cut into, and then he was finally torn apart. Yikes.